Greetings everyone. This video is for educators. You will know that the critical skills list that was released by the Department of Home Affairs speaks to teachers who are teaching science and the maths subject, or in short STEAM subjects, might even be computer studies. And those teachers are supposed to apply for critical skills. That is, if you qualify in terms of the requirements of qualifications as published in the critical skills. But we do have, for instance, teachers that are on level 6, which is equivalent to a diploma, that is NQF 6, equivalent to a diploma, which is an ordinary diploma in teaching in South Africa. But the critical skills list says you must be having NQF 7, which is equivalent to an advanced diploma or bachelor's degree. But what we then get to understand from the educators themselves is that those that are on level 6 have been teaching these subjects and in their various schools, but in terms of the requirement, when they then apply, they do not fall under critical skills. For example, I've been talking to others that are specialists in Microsoft Office, but their qualification is at level 6, and also computer application technology, also as a program manager, or program managers, which is all under level 6, and I'm sure educators who are in this category will understand. But it requires NQF 7 for one to qualify to apply for a visa under critical skills. The program manager is different though, because the list that was published says a person must have or hold a NQF 8, that is level 8 NQF, but most teachers or educators are on NQF 6. That is the challenge that teachers are facing. Our advice is that this is where you need to apply for a waiver, because the qualifications are clear that it should be NQF 7, but you have NQF 6 yourself. Now, the school must then assist you. That is, if the school does not have anyone who's on, they can't find a teacher who's on NQF 7. If you are teaching Microsoft Office as a specialist, you need then to apply for a waiver. You submit an application for a waiver and submit at the same time the application for a general work visa. And your application, in terms of the requirements which we have been discussing over time, you need to submit the necessary documents from the employer, your contract, and also proof that they do not have someone that is teaching that, or is teaching that subject other than yourself in that particular school. And also it helps to state the number of years that you have been teaching in that particular school, that particular subject. Also, if you have, for instance, program managers, if you have level 6, NQF 6, but the requirement is NQF 8, you also need to apply for a waiver. This is where you need a waiver, because you are asking them to waiver the requirement of this qualification, which is NQF 7, for the case of the Microsoft Office and the computer application technology. You are asking them to waiver the NQF 7 because you are a holder of equivalent NQF 6, which is an ordinary diploma. But NQF 7 is equivalent to an advanced diploma or a bachelor's degree. So if you don't have a bachelor's degree, or an advanced diploma, but you have the ordinary diploma, you then apply to ask the department to waiver the requirement, which is NQF7. And of course, if you also do computer program you're a program manager, you also then need to submit the application that you are requesting them to waiver the NQF8 as a requirement, because you don't have the qualification, but you are at the level of NQF6. It's important to do that. Then the school should support you. But if the school does not support you, it might be a bit difficult. But our advice is you need to submit your application as soon as possible for a waiver, and also at the same time submit the application for your general work visa, because you will not qualify, you do not qualify for a critical skills visa, but you might qualify for a general work visa if the school or your employer also submit supporting documents, which you have said in terms of the letter that they write, in terms of the contract, and also proof that they do not have anyone other than yourself who can teach. It's important that you do it in time. We are not sure because you have been teaching in the school for the last 12 years, whether they might want you to provide the proof that you have, the job was advertised and no one came or submitted their applications. But meanwhile, we're thinking you can submit, assuming then they decline you, they will give you time to appeal. They will tell you that we declined your application on the following basis. If then, assuming they then say there was no proof of advertising and so forth, you can then appeal and provide that necessary proof. But if you have at this stage that necessary proof, you need to submit it if you are applying for a waiver, and also submitting at the same time the application for a general work visa. Please continue sharing with us in the comment sections. We appreciate those that come to our inbox. They give us information in terms of their challenges. It helps for us, as we said, to do research and try to respond to these questions. Please share your own experiences in the comment section. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Otherwise, thank you so much. Goodbye.